Shawty, she a freak, 10-10 freak. She don't want to speak, she want beat to the beat. I'm the voice of the street, plus a freak in the sheet. She want me for her tea, I got me for your meat. I am mad. Shawty, in that bam, in that
Anybody?
How was you guys this week though? Like, what's been happening?
I finally got approved for my house. I pick up the keys Wednesday. I'm officially a city girl.
Yes.
Leaving Carlo.
Yeah, city girls
It's
up.
nice.
Yeah.
How was your week, Jesse?
Oh, busy, same old.
What's the same old? Elaborate.
It's just DJing.
Because the smoke you're doing off
that's
camera.
good,
No, it is. Like, it's just DJing and gym.
Okay.
Yep.
And
I saw your
gym.
story. You said you hurt your hand lifting, benching something.
No.
What happened?
That was the time I broke my shoulder.
You broke your shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
How did you do it? How did you break your shoulder like?
Was it from the gym?
So no, it wasn't from the gym.
What was it from?
I just came from the gym though, yeah. But so we were playing.
Research.
What was it? It's not rounders. Baseball.
Okay.
What is it called? Is that what they
Yeah,
call
baseball,
it?
like rounders, like
Yeah, like rounders. We were playing rounders in the grass.
on the grass.
It was
Okay.
It was like moist that day. I just came.
Moist is crazy.
was
Not
moist.
guy trying to decoratively say he slipped and fell.
Like a bad bitch.
I just did shoulders that day as well in the gym. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, so the pump was extra hard.
No, like the muscles were tight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So, and my team, like, it was really like a win or lose like situation. You get what I mean? So I put my all into it, and I kind of like slipped,
Shit.
and then I fell on my shoulder.
Okay.
And
What happened? Like, did you go to the A&E?
no, at the time I just thought like it was like just hurting from falling on it. Like it hurt like a lot. Like I wasn't moving it at all.
Why do black people like to brush off their pain?
I don't know why. That's actually
I'll take
that's a problem we
paracetamol.
have.
Okay.
I didn't brush it off
Are you
because
sure?
I actually went to the hospital after.
Okay, calm.
But at the time,
same day?
Same day.
Okay, good.
But at the time, obviously, I just fell, so I'm just gonna take it as like.
Oh, yeah.
I just hurt myself, so I was just weighing it out to see. We went back into the gaff. It was so painful. I was like, okay, let me stretch it out, because sometimes when you're in
Yeah.
pain, it's not good to like keep it stiff. Stretch it out. I was like, okay, nah, boys, like I don't feel. I'm gonna go home and use a massage gun on it. I don't think this stretching. As I was driving home,
He tried to thug it out.
I tried to tug it out. As I was driving home, it was numb. Yeah, I just pulled the car over. I just called like two of my friends. I was like, guys, like, can you guys just take me to the hospital? They were busy. I was like,
Shit.
so I just had to take myself to the hospital. Just drove there.
Come like.
Yeah.
But you only have 2 people in your phone that you can call right now and say, take me to the hospital.
I have everyone's location, so I could see who was close to me and who wasn't.
What? The guy said he has everyone's locations.
Well, the people that are important in my life, yeah.
You have their locations.
Yeah.
It's only my little sister who has that, and I found out in the weirdest way how she had my location.
Now my close friends, my family, like all them. I have like all like my find my iPhone list thing is long. Like I have everyone's location.
No, but that is actually so good.
It's good, yeah.
I want to be your friend now, because at least if I go missing, Jesse know.
Rose is not in this area often. What is she doing there?
No, like
Yeah,
no, that's
you
what
know.
that's what it would be like. Like
Yeah.
I'd be calling one of my mates, Anderson. Like I'd be looking at his location. I'm like, Anderson, slow down. Like your location thing is moving so fast. Like why are you speeding? Like calm down. Or yeah, it's just I just went on it and I just saw that no one was around. Well, those people weren't around, so I couldn't call them. So I just called 2 that they couldn't. So I just drove to the hospital. Even the doctor said that he doesn't know how I did it.
Oh shit.
It is the Lord.
yeah.
The Lord
No, but
is your
just
strength.
not to air you out. But Jesse's a good driver. He's also a scary driver.
Not scary
I
drivers.
don't-
It's only scary to the people that are not drivers.
I've been in this car like this before. I don't know if I should air out, but shall we can bleep it if we need to bleep it? 120 on the back roads of Lucan. Crazy. Crazy.
Why am I hearing sound effects?
Crazy.
Because I'm a driver.
And you know-
I'm a driver like you, but that's
120.
too fast to see on the back roads.
Obviously, I know the back roads like back of my hand. Like,
I know the back road too. That's how I'm
so then why are you
chest.
driving slow? You're the
No,
type
no,
of
no,
people
no,
I
no, no, no,
overtake.
no, 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 no. On the back road, he has to overtake me because if you're doing 120 on the back road, all those
No,
cars.
but I won't lie. Like, of
places
course,
to be.
he's
Me
really,
too.
He really does have
And God
control.
will not take your destiny away from you.
Amen.
Man.
He's in control of the
So
wheel as well.
I'm screaming.
And mind you, I don't think he even had automatic then. Manual.
That was what a manual.
Manual is not. You just drive.
No,
just
no,
shoot.
manual is something. I'm an automatic babe now. I was a
Yeah,
manual
same.
babe,
But
so
like, I don't see
understand
the
it.
difference.
I love the fast
No, I
life. though.
see the I
Oh,
see
the only
the
difference for me is I can eat comfortably.
Yeah.
And you can put your hand on the girl's thigh in it, and you can do the thing in it.
Nah, in the car it's too far.
Oh, is it?
It's too far.
How wide is the inside of your car?
It has like center console, like it's kind of far.
You know those people that have the.
And then me, I'm tall, so I sit far back. So when I try, it's like this.
You might as well just give it up.
I don't understand those drivers who actually drive like that. Like, how can you see?
They do it.
Because I'm tall as well.
Because no.
I am
no,
tall.
no. That's
Guy
not-
tall
no.
and girl tall is different.
Yeah, it's different.
Well,
Listen,
I'm
if I don't put my
5'10" for a girl, like I'm tall.
yeah, but you're not tall to be sitting that far back in the seat. Like if I sit close, my legs will be like this on the steering wheel.
Okay.
That's not comfortable. And then you're doing this, like changing, like you get cramped up.
I'm not changing gears. I'm an automatic.
Oh, I mean, not
babe
changing
now.
gears, braking, and
Yeah.
it's like you're
But
gonna
you know
get
what? I
cramped
hear
up.
it. I sit up straight in a car just because I like having control of the wheel. But I hear it with the foot, the leg thing, because that was a problem I had in my last car. Like when I got into my car accident, all my bruises were my legs and my hips because of how close I was to the.
car.
Jesse, when you have a girl in your car, yeah, do you like it when she touches your neck?
No, just don't. Just leave me.
When he's driving 120, leave him. He needs to focus.
just leave
He
me to
needs to
drive.
focus.
And like
Focus
I
on your
said,
focus.
and like I said, because I sit far back, then it's just awkward. It's like you can see a hand like,
It's like-
it's like,
To send them, bro.
it's like it's not by force. Like just
Oh my gosh, we haven't even did the intro.
We haven't. Okay. Let's get into it. So, welcome back, guys, to GTG, baby.
You know the vibes.
Your weekly subscription of the gist. And today we have a very extra special guest,
special.
DJ Jesse.
Hey.
This crackhead.
You're actually a DJ.
me. I know.
You're a really good DJ. One of the first times I actually saw you properly that I knew it was you. Because you know, sometimes you go to events, you don't know who's playing. But where I knew it was you was actually the Where's Your Head At live show.
Oh yeah.
That was sick.
Which one was it?
I think it was the second one. Because I missed the very first one. I think it was the second one.
With Smiley or was it
Yes,
just
the one with Smiley.
Yeah.
That was insane. I left there and I said, no, this guy knows what he's doing.
Now, 100. I've known Jesse for time now, and he's been on his Zoom. He used to do like.
I wouldn't have heard of you. Like, good things. Good things.
I said,
He said, what have you heard? No, I heard that you're good at what you do.
Yeah, I try.
he used to never talk. He was very quiet in church.
He's still quiet.
He is still
Yeah,
quiet.
but
He
like-
minds his business, like.
I don't know you guys. Well, no,
Oh.
I'm not. I don't mean
Yeah.
you guys, but like I don't know like
People.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
No, I get it.
and you have to just stay to yourself, especially in this Ireland. Like people get like
The wrong idea.
breadcrumbs, and then it's like, oh yeah, my
They
friend,
make a gay bread
what?
from breadcrumbs. They make a gay bread from breadcrumbs.
Cheesecake.
I'm very to myself. Like, don't speak if I don't need to. Yeah.
That's kind of nice, though.
That's
It's
good.
kind of nice having guys that don't speak too
Literally,
often.
I like guys that don't speak. It's like it's one of my favorite things about some.
No, they just don't speak outside. When you're inside, they speak.
yeah, they saw
Eh?
it. Yeah,
They speak.
They saw.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
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 Like the people that know me know that. Like, yeah, they're like,
Yeah, absolute
does.
joker.
But like, people outside will be like, oh, I've never heard his voice. Oh, does he even talk?
Nah, he talks.
What's called Gist of the Week. Unfortunately, we have to start off with Will and Jada.
That's crazy. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts? The guest.
I just
As a
need a
man.
mute button on Instagram for her name.
What's worse,
For her
Will or
mouth.
Jada or Chrison and Blueface? Which
Will
one
and
is worse?
Jada.
Yeah. Which one do you hate
Christian
hearing about?
and where
Blueface.
Blueface was just fighting and all those stuff. It wasn't anything. It was bad, but it wasn't anything that bad. But like with this is one side. Like she's just. Oh, I never loved Will. Oh,
Yeah,
and
you know-
I love Tupac. Like, how was the
Yeah.
kid writing a letter saying, "Oh, Tupac, can you come back alive and make me and my mom happy?" Like,
That's crazy.
Like,
Wait, the kid wrote that?
yeah,
I don't even know too much about it because I find it hard. The one thing I don't like about it, right, is that from what I can see of Will Smith, he's a good man, a good
Yeah.
black man. So for her to be sitting here and allowing these images of him come out, I think is really poor in her
Yeah.
behavior. Like this man, through everything you've said, is still coming out saying, I love and I support you. And you still keep coming out, just dragging him for filth and making people respect him less of a man. Where it's like, yo,
My friend
crazy. It's crazy.
said made a point actually. He said that like obviously she has a book out, and because the book sales might not be good. Now I don't know what the book sales are
That's
statistically.
true.
She might be saying things to kind of like draw attention.
I think
to
there's
her.
an ounce of truth to everything because I feel like last year the biggest thing that happened with them was when he slapped that what's his name on stage. For her to come out a year later and say, I was shocked when he said wife. This man defended you to the whole world.
Yeah.
Even if he called you wife in that moment, I feel like that's one of the secrets that should have never come out. Because if he could turn around and actually physically slap someone on stage to protect you in front of the whole world, like he's been kicked out of, was it the Academy or what is it? Whatever award show, he's been
at the
banned
expense of
for how
defending
many
someone.
years and to defend you, and then you hop on a TV show a year later to then come and say this stuff to embarrass him and be like, I was never your man. You're ungrateful.
That's actually quite mad still. I don't know.
And that's meant to be like her partner. Like that's like one person you would trust with like everything, or you wouldn't expect to come and like
Mother of your kids.
yeah, and like bring your image down like that. So for her to come out and be doing all that, is like,
Yeah.
you get what I mean?
And you know, the thing that I also find really weird is like, I know people are saying the Kendrick Lamar song, he referenced them, the Will and Jada kind of love. Was it?
Oh,
Wasn't
J.
Kendrick,
Cole.
it was J. Cole.
Sorry, wrong.
You're
Wrong
cancelled.
artist.
No.
Wrong artist. I'm
Kendrick
Bele,
Lamar.
I don't really listen to J. Cole like that, so sorry, I just knew it was an important black man. I just knew it was an important black man, J. Cole.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so funny how like people carry these like celebrity couples up so high on a platform. Because I'm like, you look at them and they were exactly the representative of what a good
Of
marriage
love, yeah.
should be. And then you look at the core values of their marriage and she has none. Like to me, I'm like, marriage, you're supposed to have your husband's back through it
yeah,
all. Like
yeah,
family
yeah,
should
yeah.
be everything.
Yeah.
The people should not be able to talk on your family.
True.
And even if people want to talk on their family, it shouldn't come from stuff that's come out of your mouth.
Yeah. People like
That
it's
is
okay for people to make
crazy.
assumptions because they haven't. Obviously, people can make assumptions because that's their own assumptions. But for them to now have facts about your own
From your
marriage
mouth.
Yeah.
is crazy.
Nah.
Yeah.
For a guy, your girl represents you, so for her to be
100%.
doing all that, like, it's just.
It's
I think
a
he should
lot.
just cut his losses and just actually just.
I think
divorce
I
her.
want him to leave her. I think he deserves better.
You can't say divorce now.
Well, she's been saying it.
Exactly.
Why can't I
They've
say
been
it?
separated for time anyways.
Exactly. So now he needs
According
to put
to
the
her.
final. Now he needs to put the final signature to it and leave that woman.
What do you think? Can Will Smith ever get his reputation back?
No.
Shit.
I don't think it's really gone like that. Like,
I think people will always have respect for him as an actor and the things that he's done. But I think as a man, I think a lot of people don't respect him as much
yeah,
anymore.
but why? All she,
I think-
all she said is like, there's no one that brings him down as a man. It's not like, oh, he can't provide for me, or he doesn't do this, or he doesn't do that. It's more like,
he has the
oh,
basic stuffs.
Yeah, he does all the stuff. It's all like, basically what she's saying is I was unhappy.
And that's a personal problem.
It's a personal problem. She's not taking away from anything. Like
That makes him less of a
Yeah,
man.
that makes him less of a man. It's just
True.
she was unhappy, and I don't understand somebody being unhappy that much and still staying like, oh, I like Tupac, or I prefer Tupac. Okay, but that has nothing to do with
No,
Yeah.
what I
Will
think, what
Smith.
I mean is, I agree with that. I definitely agree with it. But what I mean is, like, you see people commenting, basically just talking about how he can't control his household, and is this your household? Because as you said, she's a representation of their household.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm
Extended
saying I
form,
don't
yeah.
agree with it. I still respect the man. Honestly, I think she's the toxic one. But I'm seeing a lot of comments of that's where people are like,
Yeah, but maybe like she's been saying that they've been split for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he did have control of the household when it was a household, which is why she
True.
didn't come out earlier to say any of this. But now that they're not really anything, she's coming out and
I'm
saying
wondering why it took her 7 years. It's definitely because of the book. Because you've been doing interviews for the last 7 years, Red Table Talk, all this stuff that you've been doing,
Yeah.
and not once did you ever sit to come and talk about what's going on in your own house until when you were writing a book. To me, that's
yeah,
crazy.
the book was probably like something to fuel it. But like I said, he probably had control of the situation then, or cared enough to have a control of the situation then. So stopped it. But now it's just
Apparently, he
like,
posted something saying that he's unbothered.
yeah, he was. He posted. It was like on some
Good man.
jet ski. He just-
That's what I would do. That's
Just like-
exactly
Well,
what
I
would
think
do.
acting unbothered is like the best thing.
That's it.
I don't think he's even acting. I think he actually
I mean,
is
yeah, like
unbothered.
being unbothered,
That's why
yeah.
I feel like that's why she's able to come out and say it now, because he had control before, which is why she didn't say anything for so long. But he actually just doesn't
He
care
doesn't
now.
care anymore.
So
Yeah.
then now she's coming and she's saying wherever, and he's like unbothered.
Yeah.
But I saw a meme and it was Will Smith. He was like, I can't even kill her because then she'll be with Tupac.
And that's if he's really dead.
So you know the memes have been saying like Tupac faked his death to run away from. That's just crazy.
There's to say that about Michael Jackson as well.
Hey,
I swear.
What do you guys feel about
these people rest in
actually-
peace?
This wasn't part of Just of the Week, but what do you think about Drake actually almost matching Michael's Jackson's number one?
Number one,
Is
yeah.
what's it called?
Is it on the charts or something? On Billboard number
Billboard
ones.
number ones. What you guys?
Somebody actually said something where they were like, it's different because Michael Jackson did all of those before streaming existed.
Yeah.
So it actually was people going to go pay and buy
Right,
these
true.
things. So, it's actually different. It's not
Yeah,
the same.
Spotify wasn't back when.
Yeah, stream. It's very easy to go stream. I can go right now and turn on the Drake album, put my phone down on zero and be playing the song and not be listening. Whereas back in the days, you actually had to go buy those CDs and put it in your car and stuff. So it's very, very different.
Nah, Michael Jackson is 10 out of 10. Even when I was like 9 years old, I was bopping to his thing. I loved it. That was my childhood.
Guys, you know what you actually need to do? It's actually really comedic. You need to go back and watch the We Are the World video. And watch when he's singing and watch when other people are singing. And you can see his facial reaction for all the rubbish singers. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that video. It's actually a good video. He's actually funny.
He was so talented. I feel like the older I get and the more I listen to him, I'm like, damn, like, we don't deserve him. Like, he was so good.
He was. Did you guys see the Thriller video on 4K on Twitter that's been going around? It's so scary. It's so scary.
4K.
Yeah, Thriller 4K. It's so scary. But another gist of the week was Kim Kardashian has a male nanny and manny to kind of like act as a male representation in the house.
I don't blame her.
What you feel?
Yeah, I feel like you need a male figure. Like, the females are very cuddly. No, they are like
by nature.
You need by nature, like talk about nature, like you do need a male figure like around to just set things straight, like. But
like as a nanny though, like he's basically be doing woman stuff in the house though. Does not defeat the purpose.
No, he won't be doing woman stuff in the house. He's
like cooking, cleaning.
I think
he's just taking that doesn't.
True.
Like we'll talk about Kardashian.
True.
They have people that cook for them.
True.
So I doubt he's going to be cooking.
That's
people that clean.
I think it's going to be a good, like as you said, disciplined role model. Because if it's a thing of the kids are bugging, you'd be like, hey, sit down.
Yeah. And,
fair enough.
And he's the manny or whatever you want to call him. So he's in charge. So they have to listen to him. Do you get what I mean? As in putting a random person, like why do I have to listen to you? Like, do you get what I mean?
And also, they can't listen to their father. Did you see what he was doing in Italy? On the boats? With the paparazzi?
Yeah.
I don't think that's him, so.
And
Mark Barrow is she.
I don't.
There's literally photos of him walking off the boat. You think he was photoshopped into them?
No, I just don't think that's like that Kanye is like the real Kanye.
No, that's not the real Kanye. Because actually, if we go back and we talk, I still believe he was one of the greatest rappers we've had, like ever. Like growing up and listening to his music, his lyrics, his penmanship, crazy.
No, but I think we're on different. But like he's that Kanye is a clone. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You think it's a clone? So where do you think the real Kanye is?
Listen, there's one thing I've learned with because I was actually looking into it, like all these devil worshippers and all those stuff, and the one main thing with them is like whatever they're doing, they need to let you know that they're doing it. They can't hide it, so they tell you that they're doing it, and they've come to the point where everything gets played down as like there's a word I'm looking for, but like it's basically you just won't believe it. You'll play it off, but they've told you. So because of this, they've told you like they're good. So and I feel like everything comes out of somewhere. Like you don't randomly come out and say stuff. I can't randomly come out and say this is just off, but I can randomly come out and say you're abusing me if you've never abused me. The only time I can even joke about that is if some sort of it is true. I feel like with all this stuff, there's a hint of truth in it. And all this clones, like, I've even listened to some of his rap. He's talking about, I miss the real Kanye. Like, I get you're rapping, but even when they say they're rapping, they'll talk about stuff they've gone through or experiences, all that stuff.
I hear it. Yeah. But you know, like when he says he misses the real Kanye, like, I'm just going to take this to like a mental health sort of aspect. He's someone who's gone through quite a lot, I think, quite mentally. And then also we also know he has mental illness.
But,
that's just easy.
But they've proven, he's proven that he didn't.
That he wasn't mentally ill.
Yeah. That his personal trainer put him on meds on purpose.
Shit.
Oh,
but see, the thing is, like, if that's the case, then if someone is putting you on meds, that's going to cause you to have mental health issues because the medicine is going to be messing with you.
No, it messed with him, but that's not. It wasn't him having mental. They tried to say he was unwell. That's why they put him on meds. But the meds made him unwell. So if you come off the meds, you'll be okay again. And that's what happened. And then his trainer was saying that if he continues doing what he's doing, he's going to put him back on the meds again. So then he'll be crazy. But Even if you even look at the actions of how Kanye was acting before he disappeared and now when he comes back, it's not the same. He was talking about the Jews, he was talking about God, he was talking about Christian, he was talking about
Actually,
all
I
that
agree
stuff.
with that.
And then he comes back and he has a new wife. All of a sudden, he's in
He was a clone
Balenciaga.
of Kim.
He's walking around Paris footless.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Was that-
and before he left, he was talking about nobody speaking
Footless.
up about the Balenciaga incident, and this is what I mean by all these like people that worship the
Or
devil.
you
They
feel
have
like
to
they
show
shut
you.
him up. You
Yeah,
feel like they
yeah.
shut him up. Do
So-
you know what? I hear it because I feel like when you reach that level of fame and that kind of stuff,
Crazy.
there is a level of darkness. I do think
Yeah,
that's
there
there,
is.
100%.
Yeah.
This is why you.
The devil controls the world, so
This is why you gotta hold on to Jesus tight.
100%. Let's go back to the whole Kim Kardashian thing. Krishan, I know you hate hearing about Krishan, but like she said that she also has to play both masculine and feminine roles because
Not for her kid.
because of her son. What do you guys feel about that? Like she's now wearing crop tops with chains and like
Well,
low-rise
her
tracksuits.
her definition of masculine, number one, is crazy. But number two, it's like, I think when I look at Krishan, I think that should be contraceptive advertisement for people. If it's not for you to keep your legs closed and stop having children with the wrong men. Because it's scary what he's doing to her mind. Like he's mentally messing her up.
Yeah.
And now this is the person who's now in charge of a new life. And life that didn't ask to be brought into this world. And this is how you're raising him in this toxicity.
Yeah.
Crazy.
do you think he's the only one to blame?
I agree. She's her as well. She's crazy.
Everyone's to blame.
The two of them.
Everyone.
That's why I say if she's not a birth control ad, I don't know what is. You should look at her and be like, no, she's a birth control, walking birth control ad. No.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, real quick, right? Because I had a question for you guys. If you were like a world leader, right? What laws would you put in place? Let me go first. Before you get married, therapy by force. 2, before, I don't know, like that whole, let's say, like you said, I'm going to steal yours. Contraception, like, kind of like picking and choosing who can have kids.
Yeah.
I know it's
Some
quite
people should
radical.
really not be allowed
it's
to
quite
have
crazy,
kids.
but like it's my world. I'm the leader. This is what I'm saying. Do you get me? What would you guys? What laws would you guys put in place?
One thing I'd put in place is no firearms and bombs, nuclear weapons, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like war.
Jesse looks like he's
No?
about to-
Oh no, mine is just completely like off to what you guys are
Of his
saying.
head. No, for me, it's just personally in my
Girls should
head
take
because it's the
accountability.
whole Palestine and the Israel thing going on at the moment. It's just really fresh in my head.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, because I feel like war, like little kids are dying right now in
Oh,
war.
terrible.
You know, and it's like kids don't get asked to be brought into this life, and then watching them die over some stupid shit by a bunch of adults is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So for me, I think like if we could get rid of bombs and like nuclear weapons and guns, because let's also like in America, there's so many mass shootings. Like every day there's a mass shooting in America. Just those little things I feel like would make the world a little bit nicer.
that tad bit because people are still mad.
Because people are crazy. I'm sure
Yeah.
they'll find new ways to mess up the world.
100%.
But that would make the world a little bit nicer.
Yeah. But Jesse, what's your take? We're
I don't
thinking
think
about
I-
word
I
peace
don't
here.
think I
He's-
can say mine like.
No, you can say it now. I'm just
No, you
very
can say it.
deep
No, be
person.
real.
I'm
Like,
very
we can
deep.
spin
Go
back
on.
and
There's
then,
no
like-
shame here.
because I can say
I
it.
can cut it and make it sound like you said it before me.
I feel like there should be a slow lane that is actually a slow lane and a fast lane.
I
for
hear it.
People that want, because I don't get how the fast lane caps at 120. My car goes higher than 120.
I agree.
So,
I actually agree.
Especially if you have that kind of control.
yeah.
Do you know, I actually deeped it. I was like, while I was driving 120 in the fast lane and there was like a car flashing behind me, I was like, technically, I'm not supposed to be going any faster than
Yeah.
this, even though it's the fast lane. I still moved
Yeah,
because I let the
yeah,
person
yeah.
go. But I was like, how is this the fast lane? Because people are still trying to overtake me in the fast
Exactly,
lane
yeah.
and I'm following the rules.
For me, I'm very like on the move, like you're gonna snappy, like even walking, like I don't like when you're walking slow. So like all that, like okay, yeah, well now we're in the fast lane. You want to do 90, like get out of this lane. Do you get what I mean? Or now it's now capped at 120. Like I got pulled over once. So how fast were you going? I said 120. He goes, I was going 120, and he went past me. I said, okay, so how fast was I going? I was in the fast lane anyway, and he goes, yeah, fast lane doesn't mean you can go over the speed limit. And I said, but if the speed limit is 120. And people in the slow lane are doing 120. So then what am I going to do in the fast lane?
Hey, yo, he ate with that one.
And if I'm trying to
He ate.
overtake somebody that's doing 120 in the slow lane,
But what speed were you doing is a question.
you're asking me like I know.
They didn't tell you because I got stopped one time and apparently I don't even understand this. This was my very first car. This was a 1 liter Toyota It was a metal box on wheels. They told me I was doing 160. I was like, every time I went over 100, that car used to shake. There was no way I was doing 160.
We don't have the
They find me anyways. They
Yeah.
no, showed me the speed gun and said I was doing 160. I was like, are you sure it's not the cars like driving by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they have you, they don't tend to ask you how fast you're going. So every time they come and ask me, I was like, I know you have nothing on me. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah, you probably didn't have a speed gun.
He didn't have a speed gun.
Yeah.
He's just estimating from the
But
speed he was
even
going.
with those speed guns, I'm like, you're pointing your car. Like, there's more than, they're like you're on 3-lane road.
I don't
There could
know.
be a car that drove past me that's actually going faster than me and you think it's me.
Apparently, they have the technology, like, so
For it
it
to
actually
pinpoint
knows-
exactly what car it is.
and it shows your reg as well.
No, this was a couple years ago, not recently.
Is it?
No, this years ago it wasn't. They
I
didn't
don't-
show.
That's even dodging
it didn't
cameras
show your
since.
reg. It doesn't show your reg. They'll just show you
Show
the
you
gun that
the-
says the speed. I was like, that could have been anybody on the
Anybody on the
3
road,
lanes.
Yeah.
Guys, what are the pros and cons of living in Ireland?
I feel like you can only really speak on that if you've lived in
go
other
cons.
countries.
We'll go pros first. Wait.
Well, for
Like-
living that, you can only speak on that if you've lived in this country.
Yeah, but how
Like,
would
what do you
how
think
would
are the best things and the worst things about living here? Change of question.
Yeah, but then how would you know?
What are the best things?
And the worst things about living here.
Yeah,
but
the-
how
Yeah,
in
so
this
you know what you
particular-
like and what you
Oh,
don't
I
like.
guess,
Yeah.
In this country, yeah. Oh, you guys asking me?
We're asking the guests behind you.
Well, you guys answer first. I'm the guest.
Okay, one of my favorite parts is like the whole university system. Like Susie is great. We love
Yes.
Auntie Susie. Thank you, Auntie Susie.
Yes.
However, like this reel was sent in actually into the group chat where like if your mom is now making that extra 100 above the minimum for Susie, that's Susie's not, and Susie's not your friend.
Yes, Susie can be strict. But should I tell you how I finessed the Susie game?
Go on.
So, my mom and my dad, who's actually my stepdad, we don't have the same last name. So when I applied for Susie, I only had to apply using my mom because I actually have no parental documentation with him being my father on it. So I got to apply as a single parent.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also when I was also going into uni, my mom had my sister, so she wasn't working.
Okay.
So my mom was actually earning less that
So
year.
you was getting bank.
So I got, you know the way you have the 1,000, 3,000, the 6,000? I was getting the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you're
so
one of
good.
them.
I was one of them. I was able to finesse the system. But it wasn't like me lying. I was still telling the truth. But the system, it was able to work for me.
I was explaining Auntie Susie to my dad. He didn't believe it. He thought it was a scam. Like,
So oh my God, your parents
so
paid.
I paid like for university. Well, my daddy and mommy paid for the university for the first 2 years. The last year was free. The masters, they didn't help me with the masters because they were helping. Like my parents were earning like above the minimum or whatnot.
Yeah. And you know, above the minimum, above the maximum. The maximum's not even that much considering this economic climate. Like if you have multiple kids in uni, oh God. How are you supposed to pay your mortgage? Pay for their school? Pay for their
Crazy.
accommodation, their books, whatever it is they need?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like kids now have to work in uni. By force, you have to get a job.
Yeah.
Because your parents physically cannot afford it all.
True.
Crazy stuffs.
That's what you.
What about you, Jesse?
Oh, you guys enjoyed Susie. I can't speak. I didn't enjoy Susie.
Damn, you had to
Really?
pay it all. What did you study in uni?
Did 2 degrees, computer programming and electronic and electrical engineering.
Hey, so Luo, this is where I hear you got money.
This is the type of guy that can any job you can do.
Yeah, I
Any
So
job.
do you work professionally 9 to 5 in that and do your
No,
DJing?
No,
But this is how you know he's also talented in his DJing because his DJ is making, see his degree and see what he's doing. Yeah!
You know what's it called? Someone said like there was a trend going on where like girls like with like degrees and masters still wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. Like I get
Do you know what? I could do it.
Like he has a choice. Like you can have one heavy degree, but still chase your passion. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
though who get their degrees just for the sake of, like Celavina May, for example. She has a whole science degree, but she's a musician.
True.
She just did it for the sake of like her
Doing
wanting
it.
to do it for like her parents and her family. So
Yeah.
everyone's reasoning is different. So I get it. I respect it.
Literally.
The degree, mine is just more like I'm not going to be doing DJing forever. So I have
Yeah.
my degree in what I actually want to do. So when I'm ready, I could just be like, okay,
Yeah.
go into this field.
Do you worry a little bit that it might be hard for you to get into the field considering like not having years of experience?
No, because you could just do an online course, refresh your thing, get a certificate. Boom, get
There
out
you
there,
go.
do an internship for a year for free. It's not,
Yeah,
it's,
sorry.
it's not as hard as everyone thinks it is. Like, what is hard is following your passion.
It
Because
is.
that doesn't make money
There's
for
no
you.
safety behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a lot. Like, I don't know how I have money. It's God. Like, I always come out and I give a testimony in church about it. I'm like, bro, because like with me, it's bookings. If I don't get booked, I'm not making money. So, and I can't tell you when I'm going to get booked or not. So every money I get, I'm like, I have to be cautious about it because I don't know when the next income is coming. Whereas I don't know how I see people with 9 to 5 more broke than me, and I'm like, you literally know when money is coming in.
Yeah,
it's like
people's priorities 9 to 5s. If you have a 9 to 5 and you're suffering, it's because your priorities aren't straight with your spending. That's it.
Yeah, and
you're not living within your
crazy.
means.
Because I've always said if I was to drop this and do a 9 to 5, I think I would have like 2 houses in Ireland. Like because the way I save my money or spend my money like is crazy, and I know that at the end of the month, what 2K is coming into my account. Is that how much you guys get paid?
2K, just say 2K.
But I think I get paid more with DJing than I get paid more with DJing.
2K is usually just the minimum. Like,
I'm sorry, I just had to reference.
I haven't. The last time I worked was like 6 years ago. I don't know. Like
I know
2K is a good reference for like let's say.
Yeah, I think about 2.5 is like minimum wage after a month. If you're working like full, we say like 40 hours. I think minimum wage is about 10 something, right? Let's do the maths. Yeah, I think minimum wage is like 10 something.
End of the year, you guys made like what 25?
Excuse me.
No.
Okay, wait. 25.
I work in big pharma, babes.
I'm not talking about you. No one is talking about you. Okay.
Okay, it's just you said general. It's just you say you guys. I thought you meant
the 9 to 5ers.
9 to 5ers.
The 9 to 5ers.
Yeah.
No, like
I think that's why I wanted to check. Minimum wage we'll just say €10 because it's roughly 10 something, I think.
Yeah.
So 10, and most people work on average 39 hours a week. Multiply by 39, that's 390. Multiply by how many weeks in a year? 52.
Yeah.
That's actually 20,280.
That's
but
like
minimum wage is a little bit higher than 10.
That's like a roughly around that, like in the 20Ks.
Oh my God, how are people surviving on minimum wage?
Crazy, bro.
Whoa. Because let me just calculate what my rent is for the year. And like we're moving it to the ends, Clondalkin ends. And okay, my rent is...
I think the way men view money and the way women view money is very different.
Yeah.
My rent is 27,000 a year.
That's
I
crazy.
physically would not be able to live in my house on minimum wage.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying that for 27. It's being divided by 2.
Yeah.
But like it's okay, divided by 2, that's 13.5. I would not be able to live in my house.
Cost of living crisis is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
They got to do something about it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
But apparently someone was telling me that if people can't afford houses anymore or are losing jobs, they would have no choice but to bring it down. Am I right or am I?
I think they have to, because if people are losing jobs, they can't afford to pay their rent. People, if you can't afford to pay your rent, they can't kick people out and make everyone homeless. They're going to have to reduce the prices of it. But I think the problem with all of this stuff is COVID really messed us up. Like they hired a lot of people. There was a lot of money made during like printed off.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to like restructure it all. And it's like, honestly, people are suffering. They can't afford it if the country continues staying this expensive.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in uni and the price of chicken in Tesco was €2.50. Like a pack of chicken, thighs, drumstick. It's €4 something now. I've only been out of uni maybe like 5 years.
Yeah.
In 5 years, it's doubled in price.
Yeah, cost of living crisis is crazy.
And that's chicken.
But you guys still want to pay DJ the same price?
I've never paid a DJ. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so are people
I've never
paying,
thrown a party.
You think it should be paid more?
Nah, like there's a DJs have this podcast. I think it's an American DJ, and they said like the price that people pay for DJs have been the same since like 1980.
Oh,
Like it doesn't really go up by like.
Now
much.
that's not fair because you guys also live like
That's
cost
why.
of living. This is your life.
That's why a lot of people don't believe that DJs can like live on just DJing alone.
DJing alone.
But
But you don't
when
live
you
on
actually
DJing
deep it,
alone,
because
though.
you know people.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do other things.
Yeah, I own 2 companies.
Yeah.
So let's talk about them.
No, I don't like people knowing about my companies. You have
So
to
how
keep-
we supposed to patronize your company?
You don't. The less they know, the better. You can't be putting out your business out into the world. That's how.
Okay, you don't want people to know that you own them, but
Yeah.
can we find out after what your companies are off the pod?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
But
I'm
like-
actually intrigued
Have you
to
got
hear.
stakeholders?
I
you
had
looking-
one.
Are you looking for one?
No.
Because I could. Because I'm looking to invest in some business. I'm trying to get some return on my investments.
So yeah, I know a lot of people like I used to always hear like, oh, Jesse Deffer does fraud, or there's no way he makes all this money off DJ. And I'm just like,
I've never heard that before.
oh, because
I'm from Carlo. I was like, I've never heard that. You don't give me fraud guy vibes.
no,
though.
but obviously they just can't fathom the fact that like, because people don't know I own.
Do you know that's
businesses.
actually disgusting behavior?
Yeah.
That just because people can't seem to understand, they
Yeah.
automatically assume
that
that you're
it's-
doing
it's
something
fraud.
bad.
Yeah.
However-
maybe you're just not working hard enough.
However, if you see man in 2020, what year is it? 3 cars with no 9 to 5. Questionable.
It's very questionable, but finance is not that expensive, depending on what car you get. Like you could get like a brand new car, 600 and something a month. To pay that if you're someone who's not paying rent.
Can't do that. I hate.
Wait, guys,
I hate
can we actually?
bills.
I agree with that, but let's say if someone wasn't paying rent, because I know people who have done it.
Is
if
financing bad?
No.
Okay.
Just finance within your means smartly. Like I know there's this one guy in our workplace who he lives with his parents, but he financed a brand new Kia.
Then his priorities are messed up.
EV6, you know that car that looks like a Tesla, the
His
Kia
priorities
version.
are messed up.
I agree. Like I just don't think financing a car for 600 a month for what? And then also I don't think it's very smart ever buying a brand new car out of the lot, because the minute you drive out that lot, it depreciates by nearly a half.
It's good that
The car has become second owned. Yeah, so it's something.
It's just a status thing.
Yeah, I would never, ever tell anyone to do that.
Okay, so like because we need to go back to the pros and cons. So list a con about living in Ireland.
People like to gossip. Because it's so small, everyone knows everyone. So I feel like people like to say a lot of things.
Yeah, everyone's dated everyone.
I used to say that, but I don't agree with that anymore.
Really, that people like to gossip?
No, people like to gossip, but people like to gossip everywhere.
Yeah, true.
It's only because here is smaller.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's more intimate, but like
you're able to hear. Like no matter where you go, people will gossip on you. But
Mm-hmm.
the chances of you actually hearing it back is very, very slim.
which is why it still confuses me why people still gossip.
Like that's the funny thing. If you chat about me, best believe I most likely know exactly who has said what by the end of the week. But it's like honestly, I'm not too pressed when people speak, because I know the people who are my friends and the people who value me and people who know my character. So if you're gonna think that of my character, you don't deserve to be my friend.
True.
That's simply it. I don't care.
Yeah.
It just makes me be like you and be quiet and stay away from people, because I'm think the older I get, the more I realize, what's that word where you're extroverted and introverted? Is it omnivert? I'm becoming more and more of that. I know who I can be extroverted to, and I know who I can be introverted to. But I think living in Ireland is making me very introverted, because I don't want rumors and certain things coming out about me that aren't true, because once a rumor is out, it's very hard to squash it.
You just have to not care.
That's the thing, you have to not care. So but by me not caring, I'm becoming more introverted and just staying away from people. That's just what it is at the end of the day.
So I have two options for you. Do you want to either talk about women having children for other men and letting other men raise them, or your boy secretly wanting your girl?
Ooh, what would you like to talk about, Jesse? You're the guest.
I'll talk about the second one.
Why did you want the first one?
I can't speak on that.
So obviously, like, this is just from outside looking in view. I was obviously watching Blue Therapy. Have you tapped into Blue Therapy?
No.
Oh my God, it's actually this season. I think it's
crazy.
really good.
But yeah, obviously one of the couples. What do you say?
He said, "I'll pass." You'll pass on it.
Literally, one of the couples, right? She is dating this guy, whatnot, and his best friend doesn't like the girl, right? But the way go on.
The girl say that again.
So there's a girl and she's dating this guy. The guy that she's dating, his best friend does not like her at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've met many cases where, like, I've heard many stories where, like, the guy is always saying bad things into his friend's ear about his girl, whatnot, just for them to end and he gets with the girl. So do you feel like, have you been in a situation where you felt like your boy has liked your girl secretly?
Secretly. Like you always felt like
you always knew.
There was a
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of tell.
How can you tell?
Damn.
That's crazy.
I know some people are not observant. Like, you just kind of tell. You see the way they're moving. And if they have, like, a strong, like, this hate for the person, like, why? You don't know this person.
Like, why?
like,
100%.
Do you get what I mean? You don't know this
100%.
person. And then secondly, as well, I have people, I might not like your girl, but you are my boy. You wouldn't hear pim from me about that girl. And maybe when you guys break up and I see you will never get back together, I will say, but you guys are together.
That's the way.
So if you are coming and you're talking about, oh, my girl, I would just look at you sideways like, you fly, like, go. Yeah.
What if they asked you for your opinion?
Like what?
Because one time I got put into this trap where I didn't want to give my opinion, because I was like, yo, if you're still doing whatever with this babe, don't ask me. I'm not saying anything. I don't give people in relationships advice, because you're the one who's going to suffer your consequences.
Yeah.
And then they hit me with but if you're really my friend, I'm coming to you asking for your opinion on something. What is it?
Shit.
The next time I'm gonna say that because I give my real opinion. It came back and
I
bit
don't-
me hard.
I don't-
It bit me hard,
don't
and
give
I wasn't
opinion.
even dogging on the person. It was just what I observed from what you had told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I'll say pretty good.
You think it happens in like girl world as well?
It 100% happens in girls'
Like,
world.
do you feel like it's like she shows hate towards your man, or is it like she's extra nice to your man? What do you think, it's more so?
I think you can get both when it comes to girls because there was this BTS podcast. They were talking about this one scenario where this girl texted their friend's man and was like, "Happy birthday to the best man in the world."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That is crazy.
That is a bit crazy,
So
not
that's what I
gonna
mean.
lie.
That's a perfect example of that. There's girls out there who would just be a little bit too extra nice for your man, be
yeah.
cooking for your man, cleaning.
Cooking for your man is crazy.
You know those uni girls who are like the uni cooks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
those ones are cooking for everyone's
Shout out to y'all.
boyfriends.
Yeah, but
feeding people since
I don't feel like you should be like friends. Like all my friends, girls, bar one. I don't have them on socials. Even the one I have on socials wasn't even an intentional ad on social. Like I didn't even know I had them. But it's like I have you now. I'm not gonna go on like
Delete you,
yeah,
yeah.
you got me. I don't have any of them on socials. I don't need to communicate with them. I don't need to. Sometimes it's bad. Yeah. Sometimes I even forget their names. I don't know. I don't need
Yeah.
to know who you are. You are
Yeah.
my boy's girl. That's it for me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
About being friendly, and I feel like it should be the same way for the girls. Like, yeah, the guy should know. Like, I would want to know my girl's friends, but not on that level where like, don't text me happy birthday to the best man.
That's crazy.
Do you know what
I don't
level you
think
have to
I've
be?
ever-
I feel like that's American people because
I
American
don't-
people are very.
Yeah. Oh, from what I've seen in our DM
American people are a
comments
bit-
this week, they're very, very strongly opinionated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Let me even ask you, Jesse. What do you think has more power grounds? I don't know what the word is, Roz, if you can help me. What has more like, I don't know, backing? I don't know, sorry for my English. Having a man's kid or being married? Like, let's say, for example, if she has your child or she's married to you, which one would have more, let's say, control or like meaning, or what's the English, please? Production, you know that English? Like, am I making sense? You understand what I'm saying, though?
I think
Which woman has more power? The one who has the kid with him or the one who's married to him?
Rosalind, thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome.
women
Has more power.
Yeah.
The one who's married to him or the one who has his kid? I think the one...
Kid.
You think the
Think
kid?
so.
Yep.
But the one who's married could also have a kid.
No, listen, the one that's married doesn't have a
kid.
kid.
The one
So
who's
in this
married
case,
who
It's
doesn't...
just marriage.
Yeah. Oh.
In this generation, marriage is nothing to
Shit.
anyone.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of paper.
But
so-
see, the thing is, right? I feel like if you're going to be married to a man who has a kid, you also need to be cautious of the way he treats the baby mom and the wife.
Yeah.
Because if he's a man who doesn't take care of them, you shouldn't be married to him.
But that's not the
That's
question.
his... No, but I'm saying that's his responsibility.
Because that's not the
I would get
question.
to answer the question. So I'm like, Jesus Christ is
How
Lord.
did we get there? Women, they asked one question. She gave her own.
No, but and what I'm trying to say is that it should definitely be the one who has his kid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting to. So I'm like, the one who's married needs to understand that with the one who has his kid, that's is his priority. Like, you shouldn't be married to a man who doesn't take care of his kid. You see, I was getting there. You didn't let me land. Men, and
sorry,
jump into conclusion.
So, it's the men that jumped to. Anyway,
You just jumped into conclusion, did you not?
no, I just said what you did.
No, but you didn't let me land because what I said was making sense.
But what did I conclude?
You concluded that I was speaking off topic, but I was speaking on topic. You just didn't let me finish to get to the end point.
But you had to speak off topic to speak on topic.
No, I was explaining my point.
Girl maths.
That was another topic of Blue Therapy, because obviously her man, like, they were dating for a time, like since they were 17. They took a 2-year break. He had 3 kids in the space of 2 years, and now she's back with him. And like, now she's saying she wants marriage, right? She wants marriage of him. And like, but he's like, I don't want marriage. You get me? I can put a ring on your finger, but like, no papers.
But
like,
see, that guy, their relationship, because I've watched it, I know their relationship is toxic as hell. Are you finished before?
yeah, I'm done.
So like, their relationship is toxic as hell. They should not be dating each other because they both want different things from their ideas of relationships. This man says that his type of marriage is to be married to someone who's got bum and flat tummy.
Shit.
So if he's going to be married to this babe, she can never have kids. I think mentally in his head, he's
Wait,
thinking...
but she can.
No, but he's not. He doesn't want to be married to someone who doesn't have like a flat tummy.
And I feel
you
like
think
as
girls
soon as-
have flat tummy? All girls have flat tummies after they've born picking.
they can work on it.
You can work on it, but he doesn't sound like that's what he wants. He
Yeah.
likes the look of her now.
Was it the
without
girl
the
doesn't want to
kid.
work in it because?
No, she's not saying that's a problem. That's what he said.
Oh, that's what he said.
That's what he said, that he wants a girl with just
Flat.
yeah. And then she was saying, but like, look at the way like you've treated your like baby moms and stuff. He's like, he doesn't want them.
Yeah.
He wants her, and the only difference between her and them is that she doesn't have his kid. So I'm like, she has to be careful of that, because the minute there's a kid involved, he might start to find you unattractive too. Because why didn't he stay with them women? So
What?
that's go on. No, go on.
Why are men like that, Jesse?
So I heard that for some guys, I don't know, far guys, yeah.
Unchristian men.
Yes. That this was their game plan, yeah.
Okay.
Find a girl that you like, yeah? Impregnate her,
Okay.
okay? Because once she has your kids, there's always a way back. Then go and do what you want to do. And then when you're not ready, you now come back, you say, for the kid, stable home, yada, yada, yada.
Oh,
Get back with the girl. At the end of the day, she has your child. So either way, it might take 1 year, 2 years, but you're getting back in there because that's your child.
Can I say something? Remember in the one podcast episode back in the day, I said one of the things, like 7 things I've learned about men, they always love to leave their mark. They want to leave. That's how like men trap. Because once they have your kid, where are
You
you
have to
going?
deal with them for life.
Where
And
are you
even
going?
if you don't want
You're
to take me back, I will upset your mood when you're with the other guy.
Shit.
I will twist your mood like this.
That's it's true. They actually
Yeah,
have
that's
the
what they
power
do.
of it. But men as well also, we're gonna flip it also, because men also have to be cautious of girls like that. There's girls who actually prey on guys like that, who
It is.
will go and trap them with babies. They'll wait for that moment of weakness and make sure they'll be like, I'm ovulating this month, peak.
Yeah, so why were you so shocked? It's not only guys that do it. Girls
No,
do
but
too.
I'm just shocked that guys really think like that. I know some girls can plan like that. When girls get crazily in love, some girls can be actually really twisted. I can expect it from that. But I really did not think men were like that.
Sis, you know what my mom said today? Because I obviously was watching Blue Therapy
Yeah.
with my African mom. She was like, don't get with a guy with a kid, because the baby mom will now call him, Henry has a headache.
I know someone
and
who
see
did that.
Henry.
I know someone who was dating this guy who had a kid, and they were about to go on holidays. That's how the baby mom rang and was like, "Oh, got into a car accident. Need you to take your son." He couldn't go on holidays anymore with his babes.
Yeah, so that, see,
And
having a
my,
kid is more.
my friend who was dating him, I was like, you can't be mad, because I was like, his kid is actually his priority. I would be looking at him sideways if he went on holidays with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So, ooh,
It's actually crazy.
y'all stay safe out there.
Stay
I
safe.
feel like this episode is a use contraception or stay celibate episode. If that's the one thing you should take from this.
What's it called? Just to even switch it. I'm not taking your shine from the Reddit stories, right? But just like a quick one.
Quick one,
Just
go
a quick
for it.
one, Ross.
Quick one.
Because we're going to touch on your stories. Right. Jesse, what do you think about this?
Ooh.
Drug dealers of Reddit, what is the strangest thing you've been offered in compensation for drugs?
Hey!
Ex-user of, is it opioids?
Opioids.
Sorry, opioids. Here. My dealer would only give me the drugs if I gave him my blades and allowed him to check me for any cuts. I was in a seriously dark time and he helped me in a lot of ways. Eventually, once I started to get better, he refused to sell me any drugs and also made it clear to his friend dealers that I was blacklisted. One of the reasons I turned my life around.
Oh,
That's quite sweet.
That's a really
Just
that's a really weird story.
I
Why
wasn't
is-
expecting it to take that turn.
Me neither.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be some rascal. Like, let's say for example, I was thinking, let's say, okay, sometimes people who actually buy drugs, they don't have enough money for drugs. So like, let's say for example, like they say they offer stuff like, research, or their dog knowledge, or like brain is knowledge.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's how you get in there.
Or like just other stuff. But yeah, that's really good. I didn't even see that happening.
But see, I feel like it's because drug dealers really know what they're doing to the community by selling that stuff. They know it. If you
Yeah.
learn anything from Top Boy, the whole Jacqueline thing, when she saw it happen to her sister, it really hit home. So I think that drug dealer definitely really cared about her.
Even,
in a weird way, he really did.
Sorry, 1 second. I didn't know opiates were spelled that way.
Opioids.
It's not opioids.
How'd you spell it? Spell it.
Opiates.
That person spelled it wrong.
I knew there was something like.
Yeah, that
'Cause I was
person spelled it
I'm not
wrong.
stupid. But to remember that Euphoria movie
Yeah.
with Zendaya and the guy, like,
Yeah.
obviously they developed a friendship and he didn't want to see her that way because he knows how dark it gets. That's why I said in one episode like this that drug dealers are nicer than frog guys.
Drug dealers, what?
Drug dealers are
Drug
nicer.
dealers are nicer than frog guys. It's really hard to comment on that.
Let's move on. You know I keep on saying it until I have someone on the phone that agrees with
I
me.
don't know. I haven't dealt with either of them.
No, like
Yeah,
obviously from what I've
same.
heard now, like obviously I don't dabble, but like from what I've heard, stories and whatnot, it just seems.
The Fosters I knew growing up, and like I didn't know them personally, but like I knew who they were. They used to go to the club and be spending money on bottles for girls. Like the priorities were messed up. But like I don't know. I don't deal with drug dealers, so I can't say. But the
What's
fraudsters I grew up seeing, they seems like they're very generous in the club. They seemed like it. I can't speak because I didn't ever accept it.
All right, go on, babe. You go on with the story.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So would you like to hear a Reddit story? Or would you like to hear the stories that got sent into us?
Story something.
Stories that got sent into us. Okay, let me go to what I got saved. By the way, thanks guys for sending the stories.
Appreciate
So-
you guys. Send more.
One of the babes sent this on Instagram. I've been dating a doctor for a year and he had a girl child by his ex. Anyway, it's a long distance relationship, but we knew each other before I left the country and we started dating just after I left. He told me that he wanted a serious relationship and I was interested and happy about it. I'm a civil engineer. You go, girl. He said he had broken up with his daughter's mom and he would never go back to her because of the way she treated him. I felt I had found my man. We spoke on the phone every time and the love was strong. After some months, I decided to tell my aunt about the relationship and my auntie asked me who I was talking about. She's told me that the ex that he said he wasn't going back to just gave birth to a boy for him and they were planning on getting married.
What?
I was speechless and asked him and he was like, I'm so sorry. You're a good girl and a smart girl. I don't want to lose you. He asked to be my sugar daddy and I said yes. So he's helping me financially even though it's a long distance relationship.
So what does she want help with?
He's just sending out money now. So what's your ideas on it? Do you think she's wrong for accepting the money? Do you think she's doing anything wrong?
She's just accepting money. She's already hurt, so now she's just accepting money.
But you know what? I was speaking to her afterwards, and she's not slept with this man. So she actually hasn't done anything with this man.
Yeah, but she liked him.
She liked him, yeah.
Yeah, so she was hurt. Now she's just accepting money. She's not doing anything.
She's not doing anything.
No.
So do you rate it?
Yeah, why not?
Only because
You
like,
see that? You get the stamp of approval over here.
I mean, like, he's stupid enough. Well, I don't know what is going through his head, but he's like, yeah, who? If you must have money to be like, oh, let me be your sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you get what I
especially for someone who's overseas that you're not seeing.
You're not seen, and then you have a child on the way.
He's
as
definitely
well.
he's definitely a mafia guy or something.
So if he's offering, if
not
he
a
has
normal
money
guy.
and he's offering money, I'm always for money. Take your money.
He's not a normal guy.
No, I was
definitely
just
a
like,
different
he's
guy.
definitely also cheating on his wife. Like if he's
Yeah,
if he's
definitely,
able
yeah.
to be sending you money overseas, imagine what he's doing for the babes just down the road.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, I need
That's
someone like
crazy.
that to just come and bless my life.
Give
That
me
I'm not
multiple
touching.
stream of income.
100%.
It's a business.
Yeah.
I love it.
Literally.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the Reddit one now, right?
I'm excited.
Should I forgive my husband having a one night stand while we were fighting? Can't even let me finish saying the
For the
title.
guys.
You're for the guys. We have been married for 10 years. We were fighting and arguing a lot over the past year, and we wanted to divorce many times. He wouldn't let me touch his phone over the past year. I thought he wanted more space and privacy, so I didn't think much about it, and I trusted him. On August, we had a very serious fight again. We were giving each other the silent treatment for about a week. During that period, he had a one-night stand with a girl that we know for years. Oh, God.
Yeesh. You know the girl's crazy.
Oh, God.
If you know the
To
girl,
get gay, he doesn't know. Continue the story.
Damn. He said they were just friends. My husband is a real estate broker, while that girl wanted to become a broker too, and that's why they are keeping in touch. He said they met at a bar and they both were drunk and had research in a hotel. He said he made a mistake and regretted it afterwards. The girl had some mental problems and she changed into a different person after having research. 2 weeks later, she came directly to my house and rang my door. Then she played extremely loud music in her car, and that's how I found out he had cheated. He deleted her number afterward and had no contact with her. Should I forgive him in this situation? He refused to go to marriage counseling or therapy with me. He says he trusts no one.
wait, what?
Do you still think she shouldn't divorce this man?
Hey,
He can't even say yes with his full chest.
I'm not for cheating, but hey, like,
They're married, right? gets
I know
sticky
it's for
after
better,
marriage,
for
man.
worse, but I don't know.
It is.
I don't know how much worse you can go to the fact that some random girl is coming to your house and pressing your doorbell, play music. Do you know all the neighbors are going to know something crazy is going on?
Yeah.
You should know the guy you're marrying.
No, like the guy.
You should know the person you're
They've
marrying.
been married for
Devil's
10
advocate.
years before this happened. Do you, like, people can really change in 10
people can
years.
change, but you're waiting for the 10 years, so you see the change.
Devil advocate.
But you've already been married at this point. Go on.
Sorry, I just think like devil's advocate. If you're gonna cheat, right, go and cheat with a babe that like it's quiet. It's not.
No,
gonna
there's
be
no
disgracing
devil
you.
advocate. This is what girls do. I heard girls go on Instagram, yeah. The guy that's in the block list is the guy that she's
Cut the cameras.
that she's doing
Cut the
research
cameras.
with.
Stop talking
That she's
about
doing research
secrets.
with, yeah?
That she's doing research
We
with.
unblock the guy and open the messages. You see, message was sent 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago.
Oh my
She
God, I'm not
blocks
gonna
him every
lie.
time. It
That
makes
is
it look
smart.
like
That is
Jesse-
smart.
Jesse
I
knew
actually
too
didn't
much.
know people did that thing, but that
Je-
is so
Jesse-
smart.
well, look at them acting like they don't know. That
No,
is
do you know?
smart.
Should I tell
That
you,
is smart.
Jesse? Do you know what I thought
What?
it was? I thought you meant that like if they're in the block list, they're there for a reason because that guy's probably done something to hurt them. Like for any girl to really block you like that, it's because she's either dated you or you've done something to violate her that she's
Yeah.
really hurt or pressed about. But those type of guys also tend to be their weaknesses. Let's not lie. When it comes to women, they tend to be the weaknesses. So that's what I thought you were going to say. That's probably the last guy that she could probably cheat on you with. I didn't know girls were really out here blocking. That's smart.
That's crazy.
That's what I heard.
That is
I
smart.
heard some girls doing that. That's so crazy.
That is
Whoa.
crazy.
Me personally, I can never trust anybody, so I'm okay with it.
I hear it. You see now,
That's
like this guy's now
crazy.
saying like he doesn't want to do marriage counseling or therapy, and she's asking if she should divorce him. But it's a case where like he cheated on you. He cheated on you with someone he knew.
Yeah.
On top of cheating on it with someone he knew, they met up in a bar. Whatever it is you want to say, you were working on real estate or broker, whatever. You could have met in work. You could have done it in an office, but you put it in a nighttime setting where there's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
No matter how
The cheating
twisted you
was-
were, if you are belligerently drunk,
The
you should
cheating
be
is too
out of your
much.
senses to be able to go to a hotel and book a hotel.
Cheating
If
is
you're
too
really
much.
that drunk,
Or
you
go abroad.
knew what you were doing when you went to a hotel to go pay for a hotel.
abroad.
You knew what you did when you woke up the following morning.
Cheating silence.
Like, if you're gonna cheat, you need to cheat.
Now, we're not advocating
well.
cheating now. Don't
I'm
go
not
and cheat.
advocating. I'm not
Hey,
advocating
for
it.
better,
Do
for
you
better
guys-
for worse, but I'm not for cheating.
Do you guys think cheating is expensive?
Yeah.
You say mm-mm.
Production said. Production said.
Let's say for
it depends
example,
what type of cheating, because you could cheat with a cheap girl who will not really ask for much. You can knock her in the back of your car, which
Shit.
is free.
Shit.
What? Am I not being honest?
No, yeah.
It's dead as you could definitely do it in cheap places. There's some people who are knocking on the street. They don't even make it to the car.
I think the more high profile you are, the more expensive cheating gets. Because,
Yeah,
like, do you
I
ever,
hear it.
let's say, presidents, they have to, like, make these women sign NDAs and probably give them a little bit of cash.
There's a lot of celebrities who do that.
Yeah.
They will get involved
Hush
in
money.
like extracurricular activities as husband and wife. I think T.I. and Tiny do it. From Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy and Todd do it. Anytime they're like having like threesomes and stuff, they've spoken about it. Anytime they have threesomes and stuff, there's NDAs involved. So people can't come out and say what it is you're actually doing.
Jesse, if someone paid you an NDA, let's say a celebrity of your choosing, right? Paid you an NDA to like, so like you can sleep with them and you can't tell anyone, would you do it?
No, I'm not I don't do those things.
You don't.
Okay, so if you had a wild card, just any celebrity that you just have a weakness for, who would it be? What celebrity?
This era that I'm in right now is the wrong time to ask me that, because I would say none.
None.
Yeah, I don't view any celebrity as superior or anything. Like there's just
Fair enough.
The other reason why we said celebrity is because, like, of course, you're not going to be able to say one girl's name down the road.
I get that.
Do you
But
get me?
I'm not. I don't know. Like
You're just not there.
I'm just not there.
You're in
Like
your bag.
I'm
Album
really, I'm
mode?
really in my like bag. So like I even be looking. I'm like last time. What was it? So a few days ago, I was like, am I okay? Like.
Like, do I even still
I
like
don't
gals?
even reply to people. Like I'm just here. Like if it's not work, I'm just. So I'm not really in
You're
that
focused
bag.
on
Yeah,
it.
I'm just
Okay.
focused.
How long have you been in album mode?
Oh yeah, album mode. Yeah.
I love men in album mode. It's good. Focus on yourself.
Kind of like
I love it.
since July. It was meant to be start of the year, but since July. But like I'm in between here and the UK. Like I actually don't have time
For
to
gal?
like any of that. Do you get what I mean?
So you don't have time for relationships or anything right now?
Damn.
There's nothing wrong with it. I hear it because
No, you need to know when you are. You need to know when you're ready and when you're not ready. And like, how am I going to be ready when? Because this is just me right now. Yeah. If you say, "Oh, I could survive this. I have this malt. I could survive this whole day on this malt. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm with. Oh, let's go to Nando's. Let's go to. And I know it's only 10, 20, whatever. But all that, to me, all that adds up at the end of the month, at the end of the year, or at the end of whatever. And if you're not using your money like sensibly, then it's like obviously to you it means nothing. But to me, like I said, I own businesses. Like I'm looking like I need to get these things. I need to get like cables. I need to get so and so. And I've gone out. I've eaten a €100 meal that would have bought me a whole new item in this business that I have. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But as if you're gonna say you want to be with someone, that is the sacrifice you're gonna have to make. You're gonna have to spend that money. So I don't want to spend that money. It's not that I don't have the money to spend. I just don't want to spend that money on that right now. I'm growing my business. So let me focus on my business and at least know that when I'm ready, I can. Because I can.
I respect that.
You mean if I want to go on holidays right now, I can go on I can I can go to the club. I will show them popping bottles. I will empty my business account. I will pop. But like, for what?
Do you know what? I rate it so much because I feel like sometimes, not to generalize all men, not saying that every man is like this, because, you know, we gotta make that clear on this part now.
Men.
But there are guys out there who know they're not in the mental capacity for a relationship and they'll still be chasing girls who then treat them half-arsed. And
we're
then,
talking about you.
You start dating
you
girls.
specifically.
I'm screaming. You now be dating girls, making them feel like they're less deserving when it's a simple case of you're not mentally in the space for dating, and that's completely fine. So it's really refreshing to see a man be actually open and honest about it. I don't think there's any girl who could hear that. Well, any girl with sense who would hear that and not respect it.
I don't really care if you don't respect it. What's my own?
I know you don't care, but it's like it should be.
Yeah.
That's an admirable trait that you should have in a person. You can look at that and be like, I have respect for this person. That's amazing.
What do you think about see, I came up with this like theory or ideology, English, that basically dating men that are not in their prime is not, I wouldn't recommend. Because like, first of all, they're still grinding. They're still like in that work mode. They're probably not in a space, like you said, financially to support you or like emotionally to support you because they're working on themselves. What do you think?
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I'm on both sides. But if you're going to get with a guy that is on his grind, you need to also understand that he's on his grind, and you need to be supportive in the way you can be supportive, or not expecting certain stuff because you know he's on his grind. But if you get with a guy that has accomplished whatever he's trying to accomplish, you're going to be coming in almost like a slave because he knows what he wants. Do you get what I mean? He knows how he wants certain things done. You can't change the way he wants those things done. Because, do you get what I mean? So you're going to have to come in and bend to his ways because that's it. But if you are with him in the grinding section, you're able to still mold kind of, do you get what I mean? Mold it a bit and kind of like persuade certain
I get where you're coming from and you are making sense. However, like guys who are in that prime don't even want commitment. Whereas the guys who are...
Not all the guys.
Not all the guys, but like the guys who are like more so out of their prime or like settling down, they are more so looking for commitment. So in regards to like a woman wanting to find a man, where do you think? Were you saying at like the grinding stage that would be a good time to meet him? Yeah. So things go on, babe.
Can I say devil's advocate as well? Go on, babe. Because there's also some guys where their grinding phase, that's where they're like they don't want a relationship because they haven't reached their end goal.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you have to want a relationship. You can like the guy and you can support him through that grinding phase. When he's out, he's going to be open for a relationship, and you're there. The person that's going to come to his mind.
God, let me just say, not all men are like that. So
yeah, not all.
There's girls who will actually be that girl and be there, and then when he's done with his phase and he's ready to now go and find the babe, he will skip straight past you.
That is true, but it's all a risk that you have to take. Like,
love is a risk. I don't like
exactly.
risks.
Everything's a risk, but
it depends.
Like I said, he might even be open and tell you that maybe he would like a relationship, but just not right now because he's grinding. Then you know that the reason is because he's grinding, not because it's you or he doesn't like you and all stuff.
See, I would much respect someone telling me it's because I'm grinding, I can't give you this, than to do things for me halfway, then tell me, oh, I just don't do those things. That's where you lose me. And waka shiki.
Just be real. Like I think people just aren't real, or like they don't like telling the truth. Whereas the truth can actually like open up so much doors and room for conversation. If you tell me I'm grinding, I'm focusing on myself or whatnot, like that, what am I supposed to do? Of course.
And ladies, when they're saying they're grinding, open your ears and listening to what they're saying, because they're actually telling. Because I feel like some girls can sometimes be delusional. Like man is telling you exactly what he's saying, and you don't want to take it. And you're trying to change him, trying to shape it. No, if they say this is what they're doing, if you're not able to handle it, leave and go find someone else who can. Stop trying to change men when they're telling you exactly what they're doing.
But you need to view as well. It's up to you to look at the guy and see, like, if he's actually grinding. Like you say, you're grinding. What are you grinding?
He's grinding other girls.
What are you grinding?
Grinding girls, grinding
babes.
That's actually
he's grinding
You know what I mean?
what do you call
That's
it? He's
true.
grinding the what do you call it? Is
The
it
grinder, the grinder.
the grinding of the broccoli? Yeah.
I'm
Like-
I'm screaming.
You get what I mean? So like it all depends. Like you can kind of see like people that are actually grinding or people that are doing stuff. Or they say, "Oh, I'm grinding." Or what are you doing? And they're stuttering, and it's like, "This is your grind." You can't even tell me what you're stuttering.
What
when
the
you're telling
grind
me.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just heard. I'm busy. Busy doing what?
Yeah, but it also
Doing
like
what?
also like I said, that depends on your level. Like, cause if I don't know you, I will tell you I'm busy. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm busy doing. Like you asked, you didn't know about the business. I will just tell you I'm busy. You're not gonna know because I'm not one to put my business out. Or there's this. I'm busy. I'm busy. But the people that are kind of like closer to me will know. Or like Jesse does this, Jesse does that. Like,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like if you were actually into the person, you actually be like, look, I'm not here, and that's what I'm saying. She can respect it, and if the girl fumbles on her side, that's her own fault because you're basically telling her what it is. Yeah, it's the ones that just be lying to you that is just the problem.
What's called?
Yeah.
I saw this statement. If we break up and you glow up after, we're dating again.
No, because I'll tell you now, I've definitely grown up since my ex.
If we had a
I think
health,
it's the other way around. It's when the guy goes up, then the girl says, "Oh, dating."
it can be vice versa.
No.
I see more.
No,
for the girl
because
saying that
I
than the guy.
see from the guys where they're like, damn, she's looking good now.
Hey, you guys will always spin the block. You turn.
Men will always spin the block. Always.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
Because I don't know.
He's saying
That's the first time. I don't know. I feel like if we had a healthy separation, and you've decided to go to the gym, up your weights and bench, and you're looking good and handsome, and you know what I mean? Like, I might say hi, or you know what I mean?
you know, I think I'm at a phase in my life where if I've said bye, I'm not saying hi again.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just at that phase where I'm just kind of like, if you had me and you didn't appreciate me, you don't deserve this.
But
me.
a healthy separation.
Even with healthy risk, you can end things in healthy ways. Does not mean that you weren't done wrong or there wasn't injustice. Because like when it comes to like a breakup, you can break up amicably. Still doesn't mean it's fair to you or that you were treated 100%. So I feel like if for me and you, because I'm a writer, so if we're breaking up amicably, it's because
glow up is also part of like mental growth as well. Like he's at a better place where
no,
like
because people can sometimes look really good on the outside and be rotten as hell on the inside.
Yeah, but I'm saying that he's good on the inside as he's worked on himself.
You said glow up.
Yeah, glow up, not just physically. I feel like glow
internally.
up. Yeah, because that's what women do.
I still don't know. Like just anybody I've just had in my past, I feel like I don't want y'all no more.
Fair enough. Jesse, do you think women don't take accountability?
Most definitely.
Okay. Why? And how do you think, or why do you think women don't take account or like taking accountability? Some women.
Not that they don't like. It's just there's a lot of safety nets set up for them, or they're cuddled too much. So them accepting the truth is easier than accepting the truth.
Do you think that the accountability, the not taking accountability stems from somewhere? From like maybe insecurity or from trauma?
It could be.
Or from
I'm just not grown. Maybe you're just not grown up enough. But girls are like them hooligans that like to fight.
Hooligans.
You know who to call when you want to hear what you want to hear. It's like them guys, they know who to call when they want to get hyped up, when they want to fight. If I want to fight somebody, I know I'm not going to call you. You're just going to say, oh, Jesse, calm down. I know the boys to call that. Yeah. Just like when you girls, instead of accepting accountability, you know that girl you're going to call that would be, no, girl, no, you didn't do anything wrong.
Can I say maybe it's just the girls you know? Because my squad over here, they hold us all accountable.
No, we'll talk about girls in general.
Yeah.
Just in general.
There's
So you think a lot of girls don't take accountability?
A lot of girls don't take accountability.
Do you think maybe it's age related? Maybe the ages they don't take accountability.
I think even the ages could
Like,
vary.
do you think even when women are much older, you still think women don't take accountability?
Yeah.
You agree with it as well?
I wouldn't say all, but they.
My mom to this day, my mom, Take accountability.
I think parents don't take accountability.
Yeah,
African parents
but
will
that's what I'm
stop.
saying. Like, it's the way they were brought up, and then even the whole culture. Like, even the husband or your dad will tell you, "Oh, even if she's wrong, just apologize. Even if she's wrong, just do." Like, we all know you are in the wrong.
What's so weird? Like my grandmother said it to me. You need to give him time. You need to have patience. So I think accountability, it actually goes both ways, but I think it just depends on what it is you're taking accountability for.
Yeah, but guys are more prone to taking accountability than girls. Girls like rarely take accountability, and sometimes they will know they're wrong, but they'll turn it into something else, or they'll make you food.
I don't think.
Oh, instead of saying sorry. So you hear that women just learn to say sorry.
Sorry, or just accept it, like saying what you've actually done. They'll change it into something. Oh well, the reason was that's them accepting it, but they're telling you the reason was no. Just like you don't hear all that.
Sorry, babe. I understand everything you said, right? But in the same breath, a man, like, because of ego, is kind of less likely to take
Accountability. Some men, a lot of
some men will not take accountability because of the ego. Because saying I am wrong for doing this.
Yes, instead of gaslighting,
very rare to come out of a man's mouth. I haven't really heard that too tough.
So that's what I mean. Like, I think it's
unless they
genders,
get caught.
but I think it can be in just different situations, because I hear that there's certain guys with their ego and pride, they won't take accountability, and then they gaslight the hell out of you to make you feel like the way you're feeling is not justified.
Well, who do you think doesn't take accountability more, guys or girls? In general,
I can only speak from my personal experience, just because of the person I am. I am a woman who takes accountability. I'm not afraid to say sorry. I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong. I'm actually one of these babes where I have a lot of friends around me who actually hold me accountable as well.
My friends hold me by the neck.
They really hold me by the neck and tell me if I'm tripping. And I've also learned to do this thing because I can tell, like, well, women and hormones, sometimes we can be crazy. Yeah. But if I'm really feeling that way, before I pick up the phone to call this man and explode, cool down and sit down and actually think of it from his shoes.
Because you're mature.
But exactly. So that's why I'm saying I don't feel like it's all women. That's why I said maybe sometimes it comes into what point of their life they're in. I'm the type of person who also gets taken advantage of because I'm that compassionate to think of it. So when I flip and I'm being told I'm this is your fault, this is this, I go crazy because I know it's not true. So that's why I'm like, it kind of like, it depends on the situation. I think both roles. I hear what you're saying though. Like, you know what? No, you do. I think it's the very first time.
The cuddles, the clean cuddles and the safety nets, you're 100% right about that.
I can agree with that. I can see it. And do you think that kind of comes from the way women are treated by their own parents and their dad? Because I actually don't think moms cuddle their daughters as much as dad cuddle their daughters.
My dad was a quiet guy. So my mom.
What was your question? Do I feel like it was?
So do you think like the girls not taking accountability and like, I'm going to call it the princess factor. Do you think that comes from their parents?
Yeah, it's from how they're brought up. Like,
because for me, like realistically, I came from a single mom. My mom and my dad aren't together. My mom got remarried. So I didn't really get the cuddle that most people had growing up.
I feel like parents make you take accountability, but for things that like don't matter. Like cleaning a room.
Yeah, but like what I mean is like, so let's say if you do something wrong now, some daddy's girls, their dads would be like, don't listen to your mom, don't worry. Shh. You get what I mean? And that's where the lack of accountability comes from. What I'm saying is that I feel like that comes from people who have their fathers, women who have their fathers in their lives, rather than women who were raised without their fathers. Because I'm going to say for me, my instance, I didn't get that cuddle growing up. I didn't have time for it because my mom was always working. I didn't have the person who'd be like, don't listen to your mom or don't listen to the other parent, because I had the one parent.
No, I didn't have, my parents were really like, let's say I couldn't tell something to my dad. You tell my mom. They were like evil twin.
So that's why I was asking, because I was like, I know you and you had both your mom and dad was like your dad like that, because there's girls who are spoiled horrifically by their dads, and it gives them the perceived notion of the type of man they should be, and it's not a good representation of how they should treat men. It's actually horrible. The way some women treat men these days, crazy.
That's a different aspect to daddy issues now.
Yeah. It is.
Literally. So cuddled a lot. That's what. Even like I said, growing up, even with your friends. Like if I go to my boys and tell them wherever, they're not going to say, "Oh no, Jesse, this." If I was in the wrong, they'd be like, "Cop on," like, do you get what I mean? But most girls would be like, "Oh, girl empowerment. No, girl, no this." Oh,
No,
why,
my friends are really not.
But like
Yeah,
some girls are like that though.
some girls, a lot of girls are like that.
They
See,
encourage
this is why sometimes I
toxicity.
find it so hard to believe because like my friends,
You
I've
don't
been
go
friends
through
with them for so long. They've been friends I've had since like secondary school. So I've never had that. Like they will call me out. They will proper call me out if I'm wild.
Especially if the girl is like emotional.
And you see, the thing is, I'm emotional, but I'm the different type of emotional. I'm the type where it's like I tend to make excuses for people's bad behaviors, and my friends are the ones reminding me, "Hey, don't take that. That what do you mean? He shouldn't be behaving like that." So it's like sometimes it's nearly the complete opposite of what majority of girls really go through.
Yeah.
Quick question for you, Jessie. Would you snitch on your boy, cheat on your girl?
I wouldn't talk on anyone's relationship.
Wait, what? That's what we asked.
Boy cheating, girl cheating.
No, would you snitch on your boy or prefer to cheat on your girl?
Oh, would I
would you-
snitch
yeah.
on one of my niggas, or would I cheat on my girl?
Yeah.
Snitch on my niggas. Why would I snitch? Hey, it was like, so I wouldn't snitch.
You cheat on your girl?
Yeah.
Yeah! Man!
Wait,
You know what? I hear it.
Would you like snitch on me or cheat on your man?
You see exactly.
Look how she looks at me.
Oh, I don't like this
No, but think about it. Yeah, you said my girl. So she's not my wife. Girls come and go. That relationship can end anytime.
But what if
I don't
this girl
know.
was to
But
be
my
your
boys,
wife?
my boys have been my boys since whenever we became boys.
You know the men that are in my life right now. If it's right now in this moment, snitch on you or choose, baby girl, I choose you.
Thank you.
I choose you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just the principle. Yeah, bro, relationships come and go.
Yeah.
Even if we can walk through the cheating. Yo, if I ever snitch on my boy, oh my, and it's not even just from that one boy. That whole group gone. That group will tell this group gone. Like,
Yeah, I feel like-
who's even going to trust you? Even the girls will hear, oh, you snitched on your boy.
Shit.
Which one is worse? Oh, you cheat on your girl, then you snitched on your boy. Like,
But is
this
you and-
nigga's in jail because of you.
You and that girl need to be Bonnie and Clyde for life.
If we get married, that's a different story. If we're not married,
So if
I'm
you're
sorry.
married, you would cheat snitch on your boy.
If you're married, we your
If I'm
wife.
married, that's my wife. So I'm sorry, like my boy got to go. Even by then, I probably wouldn't have boys. So it's good. I will snitch. You go. They're already going YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
My wife is my wife. Like, what you talk about?
I like
But
that. My wife is my life.
girl. Like, please.
It's not
Women are
safe.
not ready.
It's not safe. It's not safe. I have
You
one.
wouldn't snitch on them. You literally just said
I said with the men in my life right now.
the men.
With the men in my life right now, that's my girl.
Okay, so what she's basically telling you is, in the right
La, 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 la.
circumstance, she's going to snitch on you. You're
Like,
not.
as you
You're not
said,
safe. You're not safe
husband.
around her.
As your husband. But see, the thing is, I also know Demi. This is over JJ. She's not getting much to trouble. She likes to stay in her house.
Yeah, but she does.
What trouble? I'm not gonna lie, actually, right? I feel like you have certain friendships in this life. Like if you told me you killed a body right now and we needed to bury it, let's go.
Shit. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's certain
Do you have
friends
friends like that? Would you? Your friends
Yeah.
Would you hit them up?
There's certain people you have love
if
for.
Demi and your man, I don't know if I should say man or
I don't have a man right now. That's why I said the men in my life.
just pick,
my
yeah?
husband. Oh God.
I don't know. Yeah, we're out, and Demi was driving. She hit a guy. He hit his head first on the thing. Yeah, died. Yeah, they both flee the scene. Demi came and told you that but was her. Few weeks, your man gets arrested for killing the guy. Would you snitch?
You have to in that case.
Why?
That's your husband.
Yeah.
Your husband, but because it's morally, I think it's a little bit different because someone has also lost their life. You know, it's a little bit, it's
So you would
different there.
snitch?
I think at that point, you'd even have to look at Demi sideways for not owning up to it because you killed a person and you want my husband to go to jail.
So it's the killing part. So if I now switch it, and I say your sister, yeah, it's just your sister. Your sister knocked the guy down, killed him. A week later, a random person gets arrested for killing that guy. Will you go and snitch and say it wasn't that guy, it was your sister?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Let me quick quiet.
Even you.
No.
No, because you said before it was the killing that was the moral.
Can I be honest?
No,
because
because even-
my husband is still innocent, right?
No, this is different.
Yeah, I know my sister and my husband.
No, your sister and a random person.
Oh, sister and a random person.
Yeah, so a random
And my
person
sister
gets
killed-
arrested for it, but it was your sister that did it.
I won't lie to you. If you did the crime, do the time.
That's what I was saying, because even your sister,
come
I was
with
going to
time.
say, when you...
Don't trust women. Don't touch me.
No, listen.
Don't touch me.
Even with your sister, you actually also have to sit there, just morally sit there and have to look at the person. Like, how can you carry that on your conscience? That somebody else is going to jail for you killing somebody.
Yeah.
That's not my... Listen, we didn't lie to the detective. The detective didn't do a good job. That's not my fault. That's my blood.
Wait.
That's my blood. I'm sorry. I'm not snitching on no one.
No, I'm
Hey,
saying that I didn't say I would snitch. I said, but you would actually have to sit there and actually look deep within yourself and
I'll
look
look at them and
person.
say, yeah, you messed up. But like, I'm not going to go and snitch.
Oh, okay.
Yo, the detective did the job and found somebody else. How's
Someone
that?
else is now about to go to prison for life for a murder they didn't commit.
And is it your fault? No, the detective should have done this job properly and found my
Technically, it's your
sister.
sister's fault.
Yeah.
Because if she was driving properly, she wouldn't have hit them.
Okay, and yeah, it was accidents. Accidents happen. Now it's time for the detective to find the person that did it.
But see,
it's not like I'm
also
on the
within
run.
the
It's not like she was on the run. She was chilling.
When
She
it
was
comes
chilling.
when it comes to actually hit and runs, yeah, you know you have to you hit the person, you didn't stop, and that's a conscious decision to run away.
Yeah, because you panicked. Even if I hit small
it's a
car, I'm
crime.
driving away.
It's a crime.
I'm gone.
It's a crime. If it's theft, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
Crime.
Okay, so you guys will
Death
snitch.
of a
So you guys-
human
wait,
being.
producer, would you snitch?
But did you know? Let's take it back to the
Thank
let's
you,
go
thank
to
you.
the Bible though. Now, thou
won't-
shalt not kill. You okay? The killing was accidental, but you were conscious of your decision going away. Then you include lying into it again.
No, that's why I said you
There's-
didn't lie. You didn't lie. The detective.
No, but you're lying. I think you are lying because you know the truth. You know the
Wait,
truth
who's
that
going
you've
to
done
jail?
it.
Yeah, you know
A
the
random
truth,
person.
but no. What?
A random
Guys,
person.
Yeah.
you guys see what production is saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. You know the truth, yeah? Nobody came to you. No one asked you anything. No one.
Can I
So
tell you
you didn't
something?
lie
Guys,
about
I
anything.
genuinely don't think
Can
I
I tell you
could
something?
sleep.
The only reason why I'm saying what I'm
Girls,
saying is
I can't trust you guys.
because like my conscience is so heavy that like I won't be able to
Yeah.
live my life comfortably.
I think every day I'd be like, oh my God, they figured out it was me. Oh my God, they figured out it
Yeah,
was me.
but now they
Oh
arrested
my-
somebody else.
Yeah, but just because they arrest someone does not mean they're going to actually
That's
not
the
going to
case
realize. Look at a lot of cases get reopened later on when they don't make
God's
sense.
timing. And if you
And then
of
imagine
course,
going
in
to
the-
jail in
I
your
don't like-
50s.
in the situation, right? Like
Oh, God.
I'm a
God's
kind of
timing.
in the
If-
situation.
If
I
you're meant
just
to go, you go.
I won't say pim. I'll plead the fifth. I'm not saying anything. However, like I think the best thing I do is just kind of like distance myself from you. Like, let's say, for example, like
I don't think. Yeah, I agree with that.
do you get me? Like I won't say anything unless like it's I don't know. You know, we ever like in this? Do I have to snitch? Like, do I have to snitch, or is it like you know I have
No,
a choice
it's
not
not.
to
That,
say anything?
that's what I'm
just
saying.
like-
You have a choice. Like you just saw on TV that someone random got arrested for the crime. Like
I'm not watching TV.
I honestly, I just don't know how my
I need
conscience would be
go
able to
and
take it.
retrain my sister if she's got to sit like this. Listen, nobody lied to the detective. No one did anything. The detective did his shitty job and found somebody else. That's not my fault. I would
Found
not.
somebody
But one thing
else.
I learned about in this life, the truth will always come out.
I'm not gonna.
That's why I said
just-
God's timing. So if it comes back out and they come to you and you don't lie, that's cool. And they grab you, they take you. But as for
Your
now,
punishment is gonna be way worse by then.
Nobody has come to you. You didn't lie. It's not going to be worse because
So what
it's worse
Jesse
if
is
you lie
telling you is
about
enjoy
it.
your life till you get caught and enjoy the consequences of it double fold later.
It's not going to be worse later.
It is, it is.
No, it's only worse if you lied about it.
No, if they come to you, let's say you did a hit and run, you drove away, that's straight away bad. Because
But
then
that's
it
already the
becomes-
situation with the
becomes
with the
manslaughter.
random person.
It becomes manslaughter.
That's already the situation. You see,
No,
girls
it's
try
not.
to make it.
No. It's
they
not
try-
manslaughter. If you hit someone now accidentally and you wait and you call the police or whatever, you don't get
No,
charged
but
for
what
manslaughter.
you're not hearing me,
unless you
what
were
you're
like
not- what you're
drunk
not
driving or
hearing-
texting.
What you're not hearing is going to be bad regardless, because the random guy that they arrested, they still take that as hit and run because the guy wasn't there, because it wasn't him, so he's still going in for whatever. So if they come to you, the sentence is no more than his. It's still the same that they gave him. Which
No,
is
but
manslaughter.
you knew you committed a hit and run. That other person who was taken away, who didn't commit the hit and run, is innocent, but you knew you did and you fled the scene. So your punishment is actually worse.
It's the side eye for me.
It's worse because you were aware of it.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They do know that. The minute you flee away, they know you know what you
But
did.
what you're not hearing
because
is
there's
if they thought it was the guy that did it, so they thought the guy flew from the scene, so they already arrested him. on that count? Or
Yeah,
am I not
but
making
you're
sense?
saying, but like you keep quiet for it until they come looking for it, that they'll find you eventually due to time.
No, I'm
Years
saying if they do, if they decide to reopen the case, if they decide to reinvestigate and whatever, and they realize it wasn't John that flew from the scene, it was Sarah, it's still the same sentence because
It's not always the same sentence, because when you're getting a sentence, it's like between a spectrum. There's like certain amount of years you can get. So depending on what the judge gives you,
as
you
in
can
it's
get the
still,
worst.
it's still going to be manslaughter.
It could be manslaughter, but you can get manslaughter that is like only a couple of years, and you can get manslaughter that is years.
To me, manslaughter is manslaughter.
He's saying whatever is written on the paper. I'm not a law person, but from what I do gather from watching cases, well, I watch more American cases than Ireland anyways. But like usually whenever you do get like convicted, there's like a scale of the amount of years they can give. So depending on what the judge thinks in it. So you better pray you get a nice judge who doesn't turn around and say you've lived with this for 5-10 years and you've said nothing. Your conscience, you clearly don't have a conscience.
That's not your fault.
And you
That is your fault. And you didn't say anything.
They can't put you to jail on conscience. Next time, go and hire a detective to do a better job. Yo, all I did was flee the scene. I didn't plant evidence. I didn't do anything. And you found
Guys,
John.
this man drives 120 kilometers on the back road.
did it.
If he's hitting
He's guilty.
you, it's him.
God forbid, but he's guilty. That's crazy, but it's time.
It's time to wrap up.
Yeah.
This was a really good conversation, Jesse.
I still see each other over there.
She said she would snitch. What type of sibling is this?
No, I didn't say I'd snitch.
No, I
I
won't
said I'd be
snitch.
looking at my sibling left ways.
Yeah, like
Why? It was accident.
It's oh gosh, it is sad though. Like I hear it. You know what?
Well, when it was the other way around and husband and this, you were ready to talk. Now it's your sibling.
no, I didn't know like you had the choice to speak
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
no.
I would just keep quiet.
Even in the other instance.
No, but you didn't
Well,
give the same
just keep
scenario
quiet, just-
using siblings. You said if your
Yeah.
sibling hit and run and drove off. Whereas this one is my friend did a hit and run and my husband's being charged for it. You have to
Yeah.
say something there. Because how's my best friend letting my man go to prison for her?
Literally,
But not my best friend
conjugal
then.
visits and that.
Can you imagine? You're actually ruining my whole world because you did something
Well, it
silly.
was the other way around. As in, it was the girl getting charged, but the guy did him.
And so, guys,
Conjugal visits. Conjugal
See
visits.
them? No backbone. They're not me. Nobody. I'm not snitching on nobody. Okay, you guys are all safe with me. I won't talk.
Hey, cut the cameras. I was like, what? There's
It's
no
absolute-
way.
It's peak. It's peak.
So it's my
Wait. Did I have a kid with this man?
It matters. It matters if there's a kid.
You want to know if you were a butterfly in this instant as well, or if you were a bird? Like
No, it matters. It matters if you have a kid because then
Yeah,
your
it does.
kid's becoming daddyless.
Yeah. And
So
I'm more.
so your
sorry, I'm more
loyalty
desirable
all
when I don't have a
depends on-
child.
My child, yes.
This loyalty is just
My
My
fluctuates.
loyalty depends on my child.
Fluctuates.
Yes.
Conjugal visits.
And then you wonder why guys are more than girls. You guys fluctuate. Do I have a man? Did I do my lipstick today? Was his makeup on? Was this? Was this?
Because
The guy is simple. The guy is simple. It's simple. Is he my bro? That's not.
And that's
did
why
we
these guys
argue-
are out
did
here
we
dying
argue
for their
yesterday?
bros.
Did we argue yesterday?
They are dying for their bros. Women, remember, they are dying for their bros.
Yeah.
Just remember,
It's
you
al-
are
it's
not
always
number
bros
one.
before hoes.
It's
What are you talking
always
about?
bros before
My bros
hoes.
have been there for time.
So wait. You snitch on your wife?
Why did she do it? Why are you stupid enough to do it?
Okay, let's say thank you guys so much for listening.
Oh gosh,
I'm joking. She's my wife. I already said that like earlier. I said
Okay.
she's my wife. She's my wife. She's not a hoe. She's my wife.
I don't trust you no more.
Apparently, like these niggas love these hoes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening.
Even though they ain't loyal.
Thank you so much for
niggas.
listening. This is our first episode,
you niggas.
10K.
It is.
Thank you guys so much for your support.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Yeah, guys, we really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Keep sending in the stories.
Yes, send in
Thank
the
you.
stories. Don't stop. And see you next week for your weekly subscription to the Gist. Bye. Thank you, Jesse, for coming.
No
His all his some